The Digital Apprenticeship Service, known as DAS, is designed to help employers access and reserve funding for apprenticeships through an online service account. If you pay the apprenticeship levy, you will be able to access your funds from this account too. You can spend your reserved funds on apprenticeship training from a government-approved training provider, like Solveway, and can use it to train new and existing employees. Before setting up your apprenticeship service account, you will need the following information: an email address you have access to, the government gateway login for your organization, or you can use the accounts office reference number and employer PAYE scheme reference number, if your annual pay bill is less than £3 million. You should have authority to add PAYE schemes to the account, and authority to accept the employer agreement on behalf of your organization. So, let's get started. To access the DAS sign-up page, you can use the link contained in the email we sent you, or you can do a Google search. Click Create Account. Provide the required name and log-on details and select Set Me Up. The code will be emailed to the email address used on the previous page. Sometimes, this can take a few minutes before you receive the email, however, you can request another email if required. Click Continue. Provide the logon details as entered earlier, and select Sign In. As we covered earlier, there are two ways you can add your PAYE scheme to your account. If you do not pay the apprenticeship levy, you can choose either of the two options. If you are a levy-paying employer, you must select the first option, Use Government Gateway Login. You will be taken directly to the HMRC system to enter your credentials, as these are not stored on the apprenticeship service. Now you've created the user, and added a PAYE scheme, check your details are correct. If the information is not right, you will need to check with the organization your company was first registered, such as Companies House. You can then request your details are amended. Once happy, click These details are correct. You will now need to accept the employer agreement. This is the agreement between you and the ESFA. Select I'll view it now and click Continue. Scroll to the very bottom of the page and select Yes, I accept the agreement. And click Continue. After accepting the employer agreement, you can access your account by selecting View Your Account. From here, you will need to add Solveway as your training provider and reserve the required funds for the apprenticeship. Click Your Training Provider and select Add Training Provider. Enter in Solveway's UK PRN number 100251333. This can also be found on the original email we sent you. Click Continue. Select Yes, Add Solveway Limited and click Continue. The final and perhaps the most important step is to give Solveway permissions to act on your behalf. This doesn't give us access to your account, but it does allow us to reserve funding and add apprentices. Click Return to your training providers. Solveway is now listed as one of your training providers. Select Set Permissions. Under the heading Add Apprentice Records, select Allow. This option allows us to add apprentice records and reserve funding. If we are carrying out recruitment activities for you, under the Recruit Apprentice heading, select Allow. And click Continue. Finally, click Confirm. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to working with you.